Hey, I'll give you a quick recap of what this upcoming video is about. This was back in Blomidon Provincial Park in Nova Scotia in mid-August. In this one, I just went for a 4.5 mile hike right from the campground, flew my drone a little bit, came back, had a campfire, and we were treated to a nice little car show that was unexpected. So we hit a roadside farm market stand, and I didn't watch the tide. I showed the tide in and then showed the tide out. So had a good time at Blomidon. And the next video is my Cape Split hike trail try number 2. So hope you enjoy that. So we're in Anacortes right now, piddling on our boat. We're gonna launch the boat in mid-May, but we're here for 2 months, getting to know the boat, doing a few little piddly jobs to it. So hope you enjoy the video. This is what it looks like when the tide is out. I mean, the tide is gone. You can see it's probably half a mile out there. I'll zoom in. All tidal flats. There's some boats over here that actually they're on the mud. I'll go over and show you a better picture. I guess the tide is officially out. Those boats are on the mud bottom. When the tide comes in about 6 hours, they'll be floating again. There's the lanes over there, and I'll zoom in over there. You can see the tide is just gone. It comes about halfway up those rocks, but it's just cool to see that. So it came back 2 days later, and that's what it looks like when they're floating. See, I'm trying to line up and put the van in the same spot and the boats in the same spot, but that's what it looks like when the water's in. When's the last time you saw this? We're in Dalhouse, Nova Scotia, and they have like a little farmer's market here. You just pay as you go. Pretty cool. Got the box. See if they have change here, Pam. I see if they have change for you. You can put $1 in the box. Yeah. They sell plants too. They got some crazy weather here at Blomidon. 2 hours ago we were sitting there sweating. And today, I mean 2 hours later, the mist is coming over the little hill over there, and it's chilly out now. I guess it's the wind changed and it's coming off the cool water. So actually we're running the air conditioner because it was so hot and humid in the coach. But now, I guess the camera can pick it up. Yeah, it's kind of wafting over the hills. It's got cool, misty air. So I'm gonna go turn the generator off. Let's go for the record. How many amps can I bring in? 157. Sun's out bright now. 153. I think I saw 158 earlier. A lot of times when Pam and I camp at some place, we have a memory of, oh, remember that's the place with this, or with the ice cream, or with the trails. But Blomidon Provincial Park would be the place with the fog. I mean, every day we're out here. It's overcast. It's misting on me right now. And we're living off the solar panels, so that's not a good combination. And mosquitoes too. I just wiped a couple off my hand. But we plugged the house refrigerator from the van to power the refrigerator coach, because last night we ran the window air conditioner in the coach to kind of pull the humidity out. It made a difference. It was cooler in there. I think Pam woke up at 3 or 4 o'clock and turned it off. The sun finally peaked out here at Blomidon Provincial Park. I'm going to hike the Jodrey trail, which is kind of cool for me because there's a vernal pool down this trail, and that's another one of those things I used to teach in college about wetlands, swamps, marshes. But this will be a first vernal pool, which is actually a pool that comes to life in the spring when the snow melts and it dries up, and nothing more till the next spring. So on my way down the Jodrey trail to the vernal pool. The bugs have been pretty bad here, so I'm all sprayed up. The fog just lifted, so should be a decent 4.5 mile hike. So So I am still hiking solo today. Pam's on the mend, we think, with her sore shoulder. Every day she gets a little better and a little better. So I told her just rest up because there's a couple hikes in Newfoundland that we want to do, and I'd rather her enjoy the good hikes, a little healthier. I think go ahead and push herself and not allow herself to heal properly. So it's more fun hiking with her than without her. It's unfortunate but true, but all the trails we hike on are getting a lot of use. A lot of them have roots that weren't exposed just because of the wear and tear on them. And this is just another example. I try to tread lightly when I do go. But me and 10,000 other people doing the same thing, so it is what it is. Here it is, the Blomidon Vernal Pool. It's just damp right now, but in the springtime, this fills up. It creates a lot of life for animals, critters, reptiles, amphibians. It's dry now, but it'll be full when the spring snows melt. So that's the first for me. It looks kind of like it did in the college textbooks too, so cool. All right, so the bugs are getting a little bit bad now, but I gotta laugh. I just passed the guy on the trail just there. He just smelled like a big old joint, which is fine. Cannabis is legal in Canada, but man, he just must have just smoked it because I smelled it when I walked by him. So that's funny stuff. Actually, the bugs aren't that bad. I'm about a third of a mile in. The trail's pretty marshy and swampy, but the wind's picked up, and I haven't had any mosquitoes yet. So water is right over there. And there's like 2 or 3 places I can come close to the water and take a look. So I brought my drone. Hopefully I'll be able to get a few nice pictures. Here we go. The first lookout on the Jodrey Trail. I think it's going to be decent. Yeah. Right there. That's the Minas Basin, which is connected to the Bay of Fundy, but it's on like a little smaller body of water. So I'm gonna fly the drone from here and see if I can get some decent pictures. Full of a bunch of mud puddles, and around the mud puddles the mosquitoes are bad. So I'll try to, this is the best I can without the mosquitoes flying in my face, which they just did. So yeah, easy enough. I got good boots. I just got done flying the drone and I should have some decent drone footage, but Pam sent me a text with a picture of my bag of Doritos back in my little stash. I think when I go out hiking or wherever away from her, I think she takes advantage of me and eats all my snacks. But she can have all she wants. It's not mine or hers, but it's just funny like that happens. Speaking of mosquitoes, when we went to British Columbia, Alberta, and Alaska, summer of 22, we thought, oh, the mosquitoes are going to be miserable. I'll tell you what, they've been twice as bad in the Eastern Maritime province than they were over there. If you can see flying around, there's one there and 2 or 3 over there. But buy the good spray. Don't buy the cheap stuff. I'm just walking up to the third and last lookout now. I'm thankful the skies have cleared because it's pretty out there. I I'm about 120 feet high in elevation, my Garmin says, but I think I'll launch the drone from here and see what I can see. But it could be pretty windy out there, so I gotta be careful. Coming up on the last lookouts on the Jodrey trail, but this one maybe not so pretty. It's kind of overgrown, you can't see much, so no drone flying here. It's a pretty dark trail. It's pretty damp and pretty dark. A lot of down trees, and a lot of moss everywhere. It's all wet, almost spongy too. I'm about halfway done with the trail, and I may have spoke too soon. The bugs are actually picking up. They're not running me off the trail, but if you stop, they're on you. You gotta keep moving. So I like this trail because it's a loop trail. I don't really care for a out and back trail because you've seen it one way, you've seen it the other way. And Pam and I both like a trail with something to do or something to see, like the overlooks here were something to see. And just like that, the Jodrey Trail is in the books. The best thing about this campground is I come off the trailhead right there, and the coach is right there. I literally walked 100 yards to get to the coach. I give that trail a 4. It's muggy out today. Muggy, and it was buggy. But I did see a vernal pool. That's the first for me. I didn't realize it back there, but there are 6 raid trails that come off of the main trail. I'm sweating pretty good. Now to go buy some firewood and start a fire pretty soon. Jodrey Trail. Blomidon Provincial Park is in the books. Right about 4.5 miles. This fire pit has been so much fun to stack things on left and right. The little thing up top flips back and forth. You can spin it around 360 degrees so you can sit in front of the hot part. That's the best fire pit ever. At the campground, there's like a cool car cruise. Check it out. There's one car coming in, like a, was it Pama old Ford? And there's a new Mustang going through. I think there's a bunch of them coming. Ford Club. Chevy. That's would not be in the shows. What's that one? Can't make it up. Just a convertible. It's a nice Mustang, huh? Sounds good too. Yeah.
But you would never do anything.
No, I wouldn't. Got the 289 and I can see the badge on the seat there. Sounds good too, doesn't it? Yeah, Pontiac Astor. Dodge Dart. It's the right time of day for it, isn't it?
Come up that hill.
You're right. There's a newer one there. That's my area right there. And there's the neighbors coming home. They were caught in the parade. I think that's the last one. What a treat, huh?